You know what's so crazy, man? It's like it breaks my heart. Nah, it really breaks my heart that there's people out there that don't believe in us. Speedy, they don't believe in us. This breaks my heart. Nah, it's crazy. If you really think about it, like it's actually humans that don't believe in us. Shame on them.
How could they?
Shame on these. God did.
God did. Yeah, the humans didn't want to believe in us, but the Martians did. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to everybody, man. You guys see what's going on. We got Meme Lord coming up on stage, family. Listen, man. You guys seen that fire that dropped today from Dogelon Mars. Let's get into the comments right quick and bring everybody on board. We got Mr. Mighty EDC. Thank you for showing up. We got Mr. Derek Creole Boy. We are in here. Crypto Bully 83. Let's go. We have your future kid. Salute. And we got Mike C. Let's go, baby. And before we bring into the stage, great to see you tonight, and your video audio is in and out. If you guys can hear me, drop in the comment section. Let me know that the quality, you guys can hear everything good. Let me know in the comment section. Can you guys hear me? Meme Lord, are you in the building, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We got Meme Lord in the freaking building. We got him in the building. Hold on, Meme Lord, I'm going to shout out everybody. And then, hey, you're going to take the floor, brother. Mike C, let's go, baby. We got Aaron Jackal. Evening, family. Great to see you tonight. Your audio is in and out. The real OG, at the right time, the match will be lit. Let's go, Gary Morgan. Let's make it happen. Laraki King, what's up, fam? We got Big Papa Leach in the building. Let's effing go. And Victor, shout out to Victor. We are live, baby. Let's go ahead and bring this screen up right quick. Let's go to right here to Multibit. And Mr. Meme Lord, the stage is yours, brother.
So if you guys noticed, Dogelon Mars, the official of on X, the Twitter account, said something. They didn't say they were partnering, but it's kind of obvious that we're expecting a BTC rune protocol that they were saying they were developed, but it was done. They were just waiting for Bitcoin to have a little more good positive price action. So if you notice, now that we have positive price action, even though it's going down today, that's okay. I think there was some kind of bad news that kind of made it go down. So it was a little bit of fear. I forgot what that news is, but I'll post it on my X. But anyways, so the Bitcoin Rune protocol, if you notice, instead of them saying partnering or anything, it looks like they did some runes symbols on there. And if you notice, a while back, they did I believe the meme or the wallpaper where they had Dogelon and all the runes around him in red. So if you notice, Multibit, what they do is they do cross chain for BTC. So that means BRC20s, which is leading me to believe this might be where they're already going to officially launch the BTC rune protocol pretty soon. Take it with a grain of salt, but I mean, the proof is in the pudding. What they just posted.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that means, so that means we're able to build on BTC blockchain now. And we're able, if they do go on the BTC blockchain, which it looks like they're doing, that means also NFTs. as well on there through BRC20s, which we all know next year, supposedly, and I think too, NFTs are going to be coming up. They're not going anywhere. I just think now the NFTs we see are going to have value rather than just some kind of art.
It's going to be historic. It's going to be historic. They finally put this out, man. So if you can, Mr. Meme Lord, can you just like break it down to the people? Like, okay, they know about the Bitcoin rooms, and you know Dogelon Mars is connected with that. But what about Dogecoin? Can you speak upon that, please?
So meme coins have been building on Bitcoin blockchain, and they were called, some of them were calling them dunes, runes, protocols, and whatnot. But if you look, I think there was 50 projects on there, and I think now only 10 of them have liquidity and actually volume coming in. That's how you know if it's dead or not, is by the volume. Always look at the volume. So if you look at the volume, most of them have failed. Dogecoin did one as well. They called it the Dunes, and I know they did some NFTs and whatnot, but then it went down. I'm not saying, oh, in a bad way or throwing shade at them. I'm just saying that they kind of launched it at the wrong time. So that's why launching it at the right time now, Bitcoin's going to be hot, and then you have meme coins that are hot, and now you have an AI, the first AI metaverse meme coin to do a game like that, and then now you're having them interoperability, meaning they're on almost all the major blockchains. I think that we're on 5. If we do get on BTC, this makes 6 now.
Oh my God. Family, do you guys understand what is happening here? Now, before I even get into this, a lot of us been holding, well, of course, we've been holding different digital assets. Don't lie. But my main hold bag is Dogelon. Now, of course, the market. Let's get to the market before I get to this. As you guys see, Bitcoin at 95 grand. You know, we've been having a little retracement in the market. Listen, our time, when I say 2 zeros, with the whole burn, with the whole Bitcoin rooms, with Multibit, this is a game changer. You guys know that Dogelon Mars been having their NFTs, their Enigma NFTs. They have their comics on OpenSea. A lot of people been sleep on them, and that's how it normally happens. When NFTs was out, when Dogelon Mars came out, when all these tokens come out, people get hyped. They're like, okay, let me purchase some of this, let me purchase some of that, and then years later, it kind of fade away. People tend to lose hope. People tend to lose momentum. And when that momentum goes away, this is when that spark ignites. And when that spark ignites, it's going to be too late for you to just jump into Dogelon. You guys are going to be buying at the highs. But Meme Lord, you know, not to try to, you know, I'm not trying to bring hopium to the family or anything else. It's just facts. Can you kind of break down of why we can see a crazy price action with Multibit, with the Bitcoin rooms, and you know we're not even getting to the burn yet, just by this itself?
Well, if we do go on to the we use I forgot what are they called? Multibit bridge or
Yes, sir.
multibit? They have EVM, which is an Ethereum virtual machine, to do I believe the transaction. If you go down there, it says it about EVM. I'm a little bit familiar about it, but I know it's something about where you're able to create decentralized apps or whatnot with it. But it should say it down there, what it is.
It says in the current fragmented blockchain landscape, where numerous blockchains exist with distinct characteristics, Multibit Bridge emerges as a groundbreaking solution. It stands as the first to facilitate cross-bridge operations for BRC20 tokens, which is on Bitcoin, aiming to break down the interoperability barriers that exist between the Bitcoin ecosystem tokens and those of the Ethereum ecosystem. And as you guys see, the multi-bit total volume is at $557 million. Come on, baby. Come on. You guys see.
Exactly. Sorry, I cut in accidentally. Go.
Go ahead, Moon. Go ahead, Mr. Meme Lord. Go ahead.
I would say so. What that means is if you know, when we're on the Ethereum blockchain, we're ERC20. So now if we go on the Bitcoin blockchain, now we're BRC20s. So what makes that interesting when Rufus blockchain comes into effect? If we have all them chains, some people don't like Ethereum high gas fees, but Rufus solves that. But if, say, they want to bridge over from another blockchain they like, a lot of people that love Bitcoin and they want to see things built on it. So that's why I think it's the volume's going to come in because of Bitcoin. You asked me that earlier. I kind of answered it halfway. But all the volume that's coming into Bitcoin, that's going to be coming into Bitcoin and has been coming into Bitcoin, that also flows in through Dogelon, because a lot of people are going to say, wait, this is a multi-chain and now it's on the Bitcoin blockchain. They're not playing because it adds a lot of liquidity too, which, don't forget, on just ETH, we have 43 million. I think it's more now, because whatever the current price is of liquidity, and that's a lot for a meme coin.
Yes. And like what you said, it brings in a lot of liquidity, but not just that. The key thing that you said is this: it brings in new retail investors who are absolutely bullish on just Bitcoin. Anything Bitcoin, they want to put their hands on. There's people who's absolutely bullish on Ethereum, and they're going to put their hands on it. But when they find out that Rufus chain is here, where they could do away with the Ethereum gas fees, where it's charging you $100-something for you to cash out or to transfer this token to another wallet, this is a game changer. No other now. Shibarium, no throw shade, but Shibarium, but it's not like Dogelon Mars. It's not like Rufus. This is huge. It's huge. BRC20. What other BRC20 tokens do you Meme Lord, is there any other BRC20 tokens?
There is, like I said, there was 50 of them. And they were, the Dunes and Protocol, whatever they called them. But I think, like how I said earlier, 10 of them survived. It could be less, it could be more now that there's price action in Bitcoin. But a lot of them, the liquidity was drained and gone, meaning that they just were forgotten. So there is some, but none like, I'm not shielding Dogelon, but there's none like, I'll say, an AI metaverse game that's coming out and Public Sapient that's helping them. But in the way they're helping them is they're trying to find partners with other companies. And the Crypto Loser the other day said that Public Sapient was helping Google in finding another partner of something. And it's not saying with us. We're just saying those are the type of companies that Public Sapient works, and now Dogelon Mars is working with them.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Please keep that there. No, matter of fact, with the Google and Public Sapient, Google is working with Public Sapient, correct? Like what you said?
Yes, that's what Public Sapient does. They work in numerous ventures. I think in Metaverse they help with partnerships or building or helping them find somebody to build for them. So stuff like that. But when them working for Google, that's just telling you, wow, they don't play around, because Google's a big company. They're not just gonna pick somebody out of a hat, somebody who's well established, and they are well established and very well known. If you go, since you're sharing your computer there, if you go Public Sapient and Google, I'm sure you'll find it there, because Crypto Losers like you, he doesn't say it unless it's 100% true that he found it. But that's not saying they're working with us, like I said. It's just, wow, they must be a well-established company to be working with Google.
But no, you're absolutely correct. But this is the thing too, though, like what you said, right? Public Sapient was working with is still working with Dogelon, correct?
Yes, if you've seen the many articles that were published, I think they three of them, and one of them I think was from You Today or Today You. I'm not too sure, but that
Yes.
one's either one of them, whatever name is the right one. They're well established as well and well known. They're not junk, junk news or fake news, whatever. You click on it and it's all BS. But they actually published it saying that they're helping Dogelon Mars with the metaverse. They didn't say create; they said helping them in the metaverse.
Wow.
So it could even be like, say, and it's not hyping it, but it's because I've been here 7 years and I've seen projects go and come, and projects like, say, Sandbox, for instance. Nobody knew what Sandbox was, just a handful of people. That's still a lot of investors. But when Snoop Dogg bought land on there, all of a sudden the lands that were like $500 were going for 3-4 million just because it was by Snoop Dogg, and that blew it up. So it's possible Public Sapien is telling companies, hey, Elon Musk is wanting to go to Mars, the whole Mars narrative, and now you have a crypto going into AI gaming and is building on Mars land. And if you look on the website, you can see that it says not only are you able to build your land, like say buildings or whatnot, you're able to create mountains, valleys, and basically the whole landscaping with AI.
Let's go. Let's go. And like you said right here. So, okay, hold on. Let's go to Public Sapien. As you guys see right here, Public Sapien announces global partnership with Google Cloud to accelerate AI-driven digital business transformation. But then again, we click to, let's go. I got so many tabs open right now. Dang, I was just there. There we go, right here. Dogelon Mars and Public Sapien to launch AI-powered metaverse in Q3 2024. A key AI feature being integrated into Dogelon Land on Mars is terraforming, which uses an advanced text-to-3D generator, allowing users to create anything imaginable by simply requesting it. This is huge. This is huge. Just a few years ago, the metaverse was one of the most popular tech sectors, with projections estimating a rise from $47.7 billion market in 2020 to nearly $830 billion by 2028. Family, don't be asleep on this. Don't be asleep. This is all facts, is what you're seeing right here. Public Sapien is what they partnered with Google. They partner with Google. So we have major companies that is working with Dogelon Mars. Absolutely, they are working. Well, why am I saying not saying? They are working. They're working on the metaverse land with the whole AI. Okay. But I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Meme Lord. Just by the BRC20 tokens that's built on Bitcoin, that's just a huge monumental factor right there. Because now, I'm like what you said, I'm not shilling anything on the Bitcoin rooms or whatnot, but with Dogelon Mars being a layer 2 token that we're integrated with Bitcoin, that's major. And then you guys see, look at Arbitrum, and we're on Arbitrum, and that's ranked number 1. That's about $4.19 billion in the market cap with just on layer 2 tokens. Everything you see right here, man. AI. Come on, man. Hey, Meme Lord. This is just huge, bro.
And real quick, since if they are bridging, which it looks like, I don't want to say completely it is, but come on, what they posted and what the company does. And Dogelon's not just going to post something about one company that they're not going to partner with. But what happens is, if you notice that company you're on right now, I forgot what it's called, something Bit. What's good about them is it helped solve the cost problems of Ethereum. So when Rufus gets launched, like I said, a lot of people they could even bridge from from BRC into, like, say, if they want to put their BRC20 Elon into ERC20, it'll be cheaper because you're using the actual bridge and not the full Ethereum. That's why that if you read about it, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like I said, everybody's about saving money. Get yourself rich, not others. So that's why I don't use Ethereum myself. I try to use other blockchains that are cheaper because, man, Ethereum, yeah, it's a little faster, but man, it's expensive.
Definitely it is. It like, man. Now let's, if we don't mind, if you guys don't mind, can we get a little deeper into multi-bit? While I'm here, do you have any other information on multi-bit before I get into it, or something that you may want to say to the family?
No, go ahead and read down whatever you see there, and we'll go from there. Which is, I think, because I can see what you're seeing. It's hard for me right now because I'm on mobile.
Okay. So all right, family, let's get into it right quick. But up and foremost, Meme Lord, I appreciate you on this live. And for everybody that's watching, I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for you guys, Dogelon Mars wouldn't be where it's at right now. And we are holding this ship together. Okay? So at the end of the day, we are in the trenches. We're still in the trenches. Just remember that. Crypto Brown is still in the trenches. I still got to go to work 9 to 5. You understand? But we're all in this together. But let's get into it. Thank you, Meme Lord. Security. Multi-bit prioritize security, implementing robust measures to protect user accounts and funds. It employs a process of regularly consolidating funds from distributed addresses into highly secure multi-sig cold wallets, enhancing isolation and protection of assets. Additionally, an approval-based withdrawal process is in place, adding an extra layer of security and accountability. Users of Multibit can be assured that their assets are managed with a high level of security and care. And that's what a lot of retail investors want to know before they even integrate anything. Because Ordinals is one of the top tokens of the BRC20. But we'll get to that later on in the video. Transparency. Multibit commits to maintaining the utmost transparency in every transaction. Not only are all transactions verifiable on the blockchain, but Multibit also takes extra steps to ensure the security of locked funds, okay, which represent users' original assets. To enhance transparency and trust, Multibit plans to publicly disclose the cross-chain numbers for each asset and the addresses of their corresponding hot and cold wallets. This approach aims to provide users with clear visibility and reassurance regarding the safety and integrity of their assets. Okay, so let's click on view transaction history. We'll just look around and look at it right quick before we go down into it. As you guys see, this is the dashboard. Number of assets supported, 44 tokens. Multi-bit total volume, like what I said, $563 million. Of course, they have their own token. They got Bitcoin, Ethereum, BounceBit, Solana, Ton, Binance Coin, Polygon. Now, a lot of people don't know this. With BNB chain, if you're making any transactions like on Binance, okay, like if you need to get this token off of this asset, you have to purchase the Binance token. You're not going to find the BNB chain. You have to purchase that token to be able to, do the transfers or whatnot. So a lot of people may not have knew that. So you have to use that, just like how you have to use Ethereum or Solana to transfer or sell certain assets. Okay, Base, which that's Coinbase. Okay, that's integrated in there. That's also huge. But if you look at it, Bitcoin, Ethereum, 1, 2, we're on Solana. Okay, we're on Polygon. And I don't know too sure about Base. I had to look into it, but I know we're on the wallet, but let's take that lightly right quick. Ordinal's transaction history, and this is the history right here. You guys see it. They're using it. They're using, what's this? Meme lore.
Let me
So
see
you
if I
see,
can see it. Hold on. I'm on a small screen. Hold on.
okay. Asset amount 19,000. What is that? What was 19,000?
Oh, that's just showing you transactions. Like if you click on the wallets, that's just telling you like from all the chains, like all the transactions that happened so far within their chain.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And what real quick, and why this is why honestly I think it took Rufus longer to develop because they wanted a layer 3. And the problem with that was it's way cheaper and faster, but the problem is to connect to it, it's very difficult. It's not like layer 2s where it's seamless. So I think that's why they're trying to get on all the chains before Rufus launches. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You're like, oh, I gotta wait longer, but at the same time, they're building partnerships and going on more blockchains. So it's good that they're still building while they're building, and they're kind of like launching here, little tidbits here and there, but building more partnerships as well, like the Let's Stop and all the other things they have too. And don't forget, real quick, X Swipe. I think that what they're waiting for is Rufus blockchain to be incorporated, and you can launch it like a DApp on Rufus. Maybe I'm just saying maybe. And what you do is, in order to load the card, you have to pay a gas fee. Maybe they're incorporating Rufus on there to burn more Elon. Because with that card, it's like having an offshore account. You can put any asset on there you want. And whenever you make a purchase, you get Elon in rewards. So maybe they're using it to load the card you pay in gases of Elon. Maybe. It's a maybe.
You never know. You never know, but you've been right on. So we're not gonna, push that to the side. I believe that because X swipe, but you know what? It's like X swipe, X, Elon. It's just so much stuff. I really do believe that they're going to be burning a crap ton of Dogelon Mars. Now, sorry, I think you brought this up with Caldera.
Oh, so Caldera, yeah. So what it is they're so Elon or Dogelon used Arbitrum to build on it, which actually Arbitrum is built on Ethereum, by the way. But Arbitrum is just a way cheaper, way faster solution. It's better to me. It's better than like a ZK rollup like Matic. But I have nothing against Matic. I'm just saying that's why they built. I think they chose Arbitrum. So, and that's why I think also the AI metaverse, if you notice on the domes, it looks like a Ethereum symbol. That's because I think they're building that on the Ethereum network, which would make sense because it's Arbitrum, Ethereum. We're on Ethereum. That was our first blockchain, ERC20. So I think that's why they're incorporating the whole Ethereum thingy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And well, with this here, let me read the article right quick just to refresh a lot of people. Okay. Dogelon Mars has partnered with Caldera. Together, they will be launching Rufus blockchain, a layer 2 solution on Arbitrum that will use Dogelon Mars as gas fees. These fees will be burned from the supply when used as gas. Dogelon Mars will also be expanded into Web3 space with a metaverse and on-chain gaming through Rufus blockchain. Now let's get to the whole Bitcoin room. Dogelon Mars.
Real quick, you did tell me about Caldera. I forgot. That's what you asked me, and I don't want people to get lost. You told me at Caldera. Caldera is the one that coded Rufus blockchain. So if you guys look real quick, and I'm not shilling, but I'm just telling you, you got to look at other projects to see what else is going on. Eighth Coin, before they were a dead project, right? Everybody was just accumulating, it was quiet. And then guess what happened? They built Ape Chain, which is, guess what, on Arbitrum, and it was coded by Caldera. If you look at Ape Chain, to me it screams what Rufus blockchain is going to be, because you can actually switch assets on there, and they use ApeCoin on there to make the transfers. So if you look, it's like, bro, it screams what Rufus blockchain. Now, to hold that with a grain of salt, but come on, Arbitrum, Caldera, Ape Chain, Rufus blockchain. Hello.
Hold on. Let's ApeCoin. Hold on. Let's see something right quick. Because ApeCoin,
ApeCoin and it's Ape Chain and it's Ape Chain. What they built, like which is like their layer 2, I think it is.
ApeCoin and ApeChain. Let's see. ApeChain. Okay, I'm trying to figure out because I heard this token not chilling. I'm not chilling anything about this token here, but there was something about ApeCoin that was it was okay, I got it. I know where listen, ApeCoin. That was from Board Yacht Apes. Did y'all forget?
Yeah, that's who they're from. Yeah, exactly. Those are the ones where the NFTs were going for millions and millions of dollars. It was sick.
Yo, this is huge.
And I think they're building a metaverse that was called Underworld or something like that. I don't remember because I don't follow the project, but I don't give it a bad rep or nothing because I don't know. But I know for sure they've been struggling a while and they've been busy building, maybe, or they abandoned it. I don't know what happened. But Ape Chain, wow, you got to check into it. It's crazy.
Now, again, family, the only reason I brought this up, and me and Meme brought this up, because I'm trying to show you the connections of who is helping us build the metaverse and the AI, and how the Rufus blockchain is going to be exponential. People was going crazy overboard, y'all apes. They were going crazy. Family, this is gonna, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna say it. Dogelon Mars is gonna break bear. It's gonna be something like, not something, it's gonna be better than Board Yacht. It's gonna be better than Board Yacht. That's just Crypto Brown. This is what I believe. Take it with a grain of salt, but I know it's gonna be bigger than that. Thank you for bringing that up, because I know you were saying we were talking about ApeChain, and something was like it's on Coinbase, and you used to go through my head. I'm like, ApeChain, but that was back in 2021, early 2021, when Board Yacht Apes, like the NFTs were selling like crazy for millions of dollars. That's huge. Now, as you guys see here, Dogelon Mars is creating rooms on the Bitcoin Room protocol, expanding into the Bitcoin space. Ordinals are the most streamlined version of non-fungible asset attached to tiny parts of Bitcoin, also called Satoshis. Inscription added images to ordinals, making them closely resemble NFTs. Ordinals are native to the Bitcoin blockchain, meaning anyone with Bitcoin can use them. Let's go to multi-chain right quick. Let me see where I was at. Hold on. So you guys see right here where it has ordinals, all right? So from Bitcoin, ordinals, that's the top token right there. And it's $40 per token. $40 per token. But then again, we're running off of that just on the Bitcoin ordinals. The Room protocol is an attempt to create a more efficient token standard than BRC20s. It is a method to create something like an ERC20 on Bitcoin. The creator of ordinals made the Room protocol for fungible assets. Fungible simply means that the tokens are interchangeable, just like Elon tokens on Ethereum are. Rooms will use Bitcoin to pay for fees, just like we pay gas or GUI on Ethereum. Dogelon Mars will mint a supply of Dogelon rooms onto the Bitcoin blockchain. Bringing their mission to Bitcoin is another step towards having a Martian presence within each crypto ecosystem. You see, while all these other freaking meme coins were freaking just popping up. They're making, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they make people money. I know you guys are watching like, well, this token made me money. Okay, I understand that. But the thing about it is, Dogelon, Mars, and the devs was doing groundwork. They said, okay, it's cool. We'll let Shiba Inu go ride up the 4 zeros. We'll let all these other tokens go ride up. Let them go ahead and do what they do. But Dogelon Mars was like, I'll have the last laugh. I want the whole ecosystem. Dogelon Mars is like the space. We got different galaxies. Dogelon said, you know what? Before we take it out of space, I want every ecosystem in the crypto space. I want to be in all of it. So no matter what, we're going to shoot up. Get the great, listen, this is not even nothing to do with the great burn yet. It has nothing to do with it. Dogelon Mars has been not just been sitting back, but they've been executing their moves accordingly. How they're going to make this play accordingly. Not because what the people want. The people want Dogelon Mars to shoot up. Don't you think the devs, don't you think the people know that, okay, yeah, we know our community, our family, we want our token to go up. A lot of people invested into Dogelon Mars. But at the end of the day, we were made for rug pull victims. Okay, so we stand alone. Just that by itself, before the blockchain, before everything else, that was a utility with Dogelon Mars in the beginning. We help rug pull victims. When other tokens, the founders or whatnot, they've seen people got rug pulled by Squid Game. They've seen people got rug pulled by these pump and dump tokens. Whoever was behind Dogelon, he says we have to be different. We have to stand out, but be different, but to help the world, not just the community, but the world. And that's what they were doing. And they're still doing it. And this is why PolyNX, you need to go ahead and reimburse those tokens back to the holders. But it's okay, though. We'll get to that. But the point is, why this is such a major moment is just this, like, why everybody thought Dogelon Mars was just not doing nothing. Oh, Methuselah Foundation, oh, they ditched us, of what people think, and just not seeing their portfolio supposed to be spiking like all these other portfolios. You're out of your mind. I'd rather be in a project that I know that's doing their work, that I know that they care about the family. I call you guys family. Dogelon Mars call y'all family. We're not just we're a great community. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, we stuck together. We're like, brothers and sisters. Yeah, we bicker and argue. But while we're bickering and arguing, when we invest into a project that's going to have financial freedom. But it's just so much. Mimo, you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people are gonna say this. Oh wow, another blockchain. Okay, every project has done that. This isn't the first one. But if Rufus is a blockchain, the more blockchains we bridge from and bridge to, that means projects can build on Rufus blockchain. If that's what they're going, I think that's what they're going for, because it's a blockchain. It's a layer 2. You're able to build on it. So think about it. If they say, hey, we want to build on that new Rufus blockchain, oh, they take Bitcoin. They're on the Bitcoin. They're on Chronos chain, Polygon, ETH, Solana, and BNB. It's like, wow. So a lot of the major blockchains out there. So that's how it brings more attention to Rufus blockchain, but also this. For every blockchain that comes on and every other let's say blockchain that builds on it, right? What that does is, instead of using a Rufus token, which is, I hope they're not doing that, but it doesn't look like they're building a Rufus token. So don't start the FUD that I said that. But if they don't, which I don't think they are, that would mean that the way they're burning Elon is by using the native token, Elon, as the gas fee. So that would mean any project that builds on it is going to use Elon as the gas fee for the transactions rather than Rufus.
Hello, meme lord, you said the perfect thing. We may not come out with whatchamacallit, Rufus. I don't think they're gonna make a Rufus coin. But what you said is a lot of other people are gonna be building on Rufus, which is gonna be burning Dogelon Mars as a gas field, whatever they need to build on it. Which Dogelon Mars stated that our tokens are going to be scarce. It's a reason why we had all those tokens. They know what the hell they're doing. You see where I'm coming from, meme lord?
And that's why I wanted to say something, because most people, not fudders, but people who are kind of skeptical or on the boat they've been holding for a while and are kind of like tired. The reason why I brought it up like this is because they're actually doing something. It's not for no good reason. So that's why I said what I said. It's like, wow, not only are we building on a blockchain, but that also brings more projects and more Elon that's going to get burned. If you notice, the burn bot, the last 2 weeks, I think, don't quote me, the last week or two, look at the burns it's been doing. And I think it's either they're testing other blockchains, or maybe they're also testing like the Rufus blockchain on the burns on that as well.
Family, meme lord, man. They have to be testing it out. They have to be testing it. And the thing about it is, we have been partnering up with a lot of people, but this is another thing that we all don't know. What there may be some major partners that's sitting on the sideline that is waiting for Rufus to come out, the blockchain to come out.
And may I say this real quick?
Go ahead.
The reason why this is important is a lot of companies, in the end of the day, they want to make money by advertising, by getting into the newest, hottest thing, right? So what I think is us being able to build land on Mars using AI. Okay, yeah, that sounds like, oh, that's it. But the whole Mars narrative about Elon Musk, not saying we have anything to do with it, and I'm glad we don't rely on tweets by him or posts, not saying anything bad, but actually the utility we have is what's going to get us there. And a lot of people, like I had said on previous lives, is new investors are coming in. They're tired of poo-poo meme coins. Now they're actually looking for meme coins of utility. And going back to what we were saying is about metaverse and the AI. Remember, next year, it looks like AI and GameFi are going to be what's hot. And the reason why the whole thing about Public Sapient partnering with Google for AI is because AI is going to be the new thing, and it's a lot of data. It takes a lot of power for AI. So they're getting ready for next year for what's coming, GameFi, and also not just GameFi, but also DeFi and Web3 projects are starting to use AI to build now, and that's what they're doing, building a lot of projects with AI. So that's how we fit into the narrative is the AI, GameFi, DeFi, Web3. We're hitting all the things, all the categories that everybody's looking at. And don't forget, if Rufus, a blockchain, is exactly what Ape Chain is. Not saying they copied them, because of course, Rufus has been in development for almost a year, I think, because December 12th, I think, is the anniversary of when they did the test net. I gotta check, but it's going to be a year. So they've been developing it. It just took a long time because, like I said before it was going to be a layer 3, but they decided it was going to be a layer 2. So that's why it took a long time. But that waiting time, it made the transactions more seamless. And what's cool is on layer 2, they are a little more expensive, but fractions of a penny. But it's good just because we're burning Elon. So the more expensive, the better. But since it's they're trying to go for microtransactions and transactions, I'm guessing, and this is why I think they're testing the burns. Just my guess, they're testing the slippage of how high to put it to see how expensive. So maybe the $20 ones are like, oh shoot, the slippage is too high for the transactions. So now it's $12. Well, maybe 50 cents, maybe $1. So if you notice, the transactions are kind of funky. And to me, that looks like they're testing the slippage to see how cheap they can make the blockchain before they release it. That's just my guess and my 7 years of experience. So just saying.
Hey, 2025 is going to be freaking epic. I don't even know. I like there's so much that is going on with this mission with Dogelon Mars. And like of course, I know you guys want to see the price. I understand that, but you guys are going to be like, why the hell did I not buy up more Dogelon Mars? Why didn't I? And Meme Lord, and you know, you go by the charts, you know, and you know, from your experience, if you don't mind, like, you know, I like when you tell me, like, you're like, hey, I don't think this could happen. I like that type of, you know, I wanted to be truthful. So do you see Dogelon Mars seeing 2 zeros with everything that you said and everything you seen with Multibit, with us being on the Bitcoin rooms, BRC20, can you see Dogelon Mars at 2 zeros? We're just gonna say it like that.
I would say like this: it is possible if we burn 10 to 15% of the supply right now. Not right now, boom. But I'll say in the next 2 to 3 months, you know, when Bitcoin's going to be looking, well, it's going to be looking good this month, but also, you know, in the next coming months. So I would say it can, depending on how much it burns and if we get listed on Coinbase and Binance. Because remember, we're not on both of those exchanges, and a lot of people will say, "Well, that doesn't." Well, Dogelon Mars is a dead project. That's what I hear a lot about, you know, fudders. But if you look, we're not on either one of those. So just with that, then the FOMO, then the AI metaverse, then the blockchain L2 that you're able to build on that has a burn mechanism that I possibly think is going to have dApps, because why would we be partnered with Magic Eden, who has they host a NFT marketplace on Solana? I think it's going to be incorporated in there where you're able to change it to different what do you call it, blockchains or whatnot. If you don't like Solana, what I'm guessing, because you can do that. If you look at the ERC20 and Multibit, that's what they do as well. When you went down, if you go down a little further, but what I'm saying is it's possible. It's gonna take some time though, because I don't want people to say, "Oh my God, it's going to 2 zeros." He said, "Hurry up, go buy." Don't think that. It takes time to burn, and we don't know how much the transactions are going to be and how many partnerships they have. But it looks like they're gathering a lot of them before they launch.
Come on, family. Hey. Meme Lord, you talking that real stuff, brother. Hey, look, listen. You see what Amazon announces? Rufus, a new generative AI-powered conversational shopping experience. Why the hell they call it Rufus?
And real quick, people say that it's not possible to go to 2 zeros with everything I say. I always say, look at what's going around in the market and other projects, right? Because it's not all about Dogelon Mars. You got to look outside the box what's going on too, you know? So if you look, there was 2 coins that were called Peanut.
Meme Lord, are you there? Meme Lord. No, don't say the connection. Meme Lord, you there, brother?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. It was going in and out.
Okay, so I said if people, I'll go back real quick. I'll make it fast. When you said it can go to 2 zeros, and with everything I said, and people say if they still say it can't, Look at the two coins called Peanut. Those things went up from 13 cents to $2 to $3, and then I think a couple other ones went up that high, and those had no utility. It was just because of the how viral the Peanut went. And I'm not saying, oh, this, poor squirrel. I felt bad for him, but look at how much money people made on that thing. Not on the squirrel itself. I'm talking about on the Peanut project or the crypto. So when they say it can't happen, it can, because like I said, next year, do you have the whole Mars narrative? You have everybody looking into AI. Then the new thing's going to be AI gaming, probably, because look at what Dogelon's doing. And I know a couple projects that are trying to do AI gaming, but it's just taking a while. So I think Dogelon's ahead of the curve on that end. And also the GameFi is going to be the narrative. Meme coins are going to be the narrative, but in a way where they're going to be looking for utility rather than, okay, it's a pump and dump. Let's ride it till the wheels fall off. They're going to be looking for utility, because I don't know if there's really going to be a super cycle. It can be. I'm not saying there is or there isn't. I just don't like using the term. But if it does, and it looks like with the volume that's coming in, it looks like more volume is going to come in. They're going to be looking for the types of meme coins that are like Dogelon Mars, that have a utility, especially with the burn mechanism too. That burns also, remember, the AI NFTs. Every time you mint them, it burns Dogelon for the gas fee, I believe, on there as well.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Jesse Zamato with the super chat. He says, so they can burn, say, 20% of the total. And if they can, why haven't they? Because they're waiting for Rufus. They haven't did the great burn yet. They haven't done it. You see it, Meme Lord?
I honestly think, my opinion, maybe they're waiting for 100K when more volume's going to come in. You know what I'm saying? And with the burn coming, everybody's be like, "Oh my God, this project just burned a whole lot of tokens," and now you have eyes on crypto because now Bitcoin hit the 100K mark. So I think that's why they're waiting for the Bitcoin runes as well, but also the burn as well too.
Definitely. So that's, if that can answer your question, Mr. Jesse. I'm just gonna be honest with you, like what Meme Lord said. Once Bitcoin crosses over the 100,000 threshold, I'm gonna be honest. I just believe that once everything is set up with the whole Rufus, they're gonna have that burn. We don't know when they're gonna have that burn, but just know if they're announcing all this, it's gonna happen. And like what Meme Lord said, like the whole Mars, Elon, like this is without Coinbase. All these tokens that's on Coin. Sorry for yelling. I'm just excited. All these tokens that's on Coinbase, that's on Binance, on Robinhood. What do they got? Can anybody answer that? What do they have? Let's not even get to the utility yet. Why? What is it doing? It's just a token that everybody likes, which, yeah, that's the utility because of what people want. But when they start to see that, damn, this token has this, just like how XRP got Flare, Songbird, how they had their whole Flare protocol, how you're able to yield your tokens, put your tokens into a farm and pull it. Basically, it's like you're like a loan. I think, I don't know who was talking about the loan, but you can loan, like, oh yeah, me and you were having a conversation on the phone, Meme Lord, where it's not like giving it to the bank. So basically, it's like this. So say if I got 1 billion Elon and they're worth $600, right? $600 for a billion, and I put that billion in there. I receive interest. So I don't have to pull out my Dogelon Mars. I don't have to sell my Dogelon Mars to make passive income. You see, when you put your tokens in there, you're able to generate passive income. You're able to pull out rewards of like what Meme Lord said about XY. But with this, say the interest rate the interest rate is around, sometimes they would start high, like 100%. That's how they were doing on the testing on Flare Protocol, where you're able to cash out $2,500 every 2 weeks. And they're still working on that. So what I see, what Dogelon Mars is doing, where you're able to put your tokens in, but you're able to live off of your tokens by yielding it, farming it, and just pay your bills or live life by you not even selling your tokens. Your tokens are going to be in the farm. So there's a whole lot more. I can get deeper in that, but everything that I'm seeing with Rufus, like what they're trying, what they're going to do, is just major, man. It's major.
Also, real quick, I was gonna add something.
Go ahead, brother.
Going back to what his question was. Also, remember, they're devs, so they know how to play the market way better than we do. I don't know about me, but because I've been here for a while, but they know how to play the market. They know when it's good and a bad time to do that. And also going back to about adding liquidity and getting paid and whatnot. What's good about Rufus? They said that, or sorry, the AI metaverse. In order to buy land, you have to stake it. Now, I don't know if they're doing this, but it would be cool, and maybe this is the way they're doing it. When you buy the land, maybe how big it is, how small it is, what kind of features it has, or just the vastness of it, how big it is. Maybe depending on how much Elon you stake, or how long you lock it up in liquidity, and maybe you earn rewards. But also, what's making me think, if they say there's a burn mechanism also in the AI metaverse with Rufus blockchain, what if when you do missions, you know how, like, say in RPG games and whatnot, you join up with friends and you complete tasks or raids, and a chest comes down and you get certain items. What if I'm not going to say, oh, it's that graphical, but or the technologies like that or the games like that, but what if the missions, they said, because it does say team up multiplayer to create mission, or to what do you call it, to complete missions. What if it says complete missions, you get rewards. What if the chest comes down or you earn something, and partial of that Elon goes to burning, and the rest you get as a reward, and it just keeps adding up. And say if you want to stake it for more land because of what you earned in the game, boom, you're using Rufus again for the transaction. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe they have a lot of burn mechanisms in there we don't know.
Listen, the devs know. At the end of they know what they need to do. They know us. They know at the end of the day, it does. Jeff Bezos is a retail investor. Before anything, he was a retail investor. So he knows what the world wants in Amazon. You get what I'm coming from? So just like what you're saying, the devs know what the retail investors want. They know what the world wants, but they're going to go ahead and succeed of doing what's right, what they need to do before everything plays out accordingly, how they see it in their playbook.
And also, what leads me to believe that they're trying to be more serious. They're still a meme coin because it draws in, that meme coin crowd, and that's what's hot. I get that. But on the other flip side of it, what makes them seem professional is they have the gold check mark. Remember, on X, to get that, you need to be a member or show proof of an organization that I think is helping the world, or that is some kind of company. I forgot. You have to be a well-established company. So in order for them to get that gold check mark, they had to show proof of something they're building, doing, or know, for them to get that. Because they don't just give them out. As you see when you do the blue check mark, it asks you for some information, but more than any other, more information that it usually requires. Sorry. But yeah, they got that gold check mark, so that's something big. That means they're part of an organization, company, a brand.
And another thing, hold on. Excuse me. Let me see something right quick. Someone had posted something that I wanted to point out. You could keep on going, Meme Lord, if you have anything else you want to say till I find this.
I think like Footy Tipster just said, Wallet one might be the one to burn everything. Watch and see. I don't know where, I don't know where they're getting what wallet is holding that. I don't. Maybe the wallet that everybody was saying. There was a little bit of FUD going on, but I don't call them out and say, oh, F you, and get. That's not how you solve it. I say, okay, show me what you got. So then I came back, and what they said is, oh, Methuselah selling all their tokens. I'm gonna clear the air. Methuselah did not know what to do with the project. That's why for 2 years we were kind of like dormant. There was little things here and there going on. They were trying. They're a medical company. They're used to scientific methods. They're not used to basically crypto. That was new to them, so they didn't know what to do. So they were trying their hardest to do what they could. So some developers or some people came to them and say, "Hey, we'll, I guess, either give you the money for the tokens, but whatever happened, now these devs have control of it, and the Olympus Mons. I think there's 8 wallets that have 7 trillion each, something like that. Don't quote me. If you want to go look on there, those are the support. Those were supporters that were supporting Methuselah because they're a nonprofit. They had to give that money back because it was a business proposal, which I'm guessing. So those supporters, that's why they're not called Olympus Mons or Methuselah, and they're just different wallet addresses now because the supporters got it back. Are they burning half of that? I don't know, but somebody had told me, "Oh my God, they're if they to me that says that they control 5.4% of the supply, because if you look at it, I think it says that's 0.7% of each. So you just times that by 7. I think I got like 5.4 of the supply. So let's just say if they said tomorrow I'm selling it all, right? That would probably drop the price down to like 7089 to 79. You know how many people would buy that up? That would mean that for $900 you could get you 10 billion Dogelon. Everybody would eat. So bring it on, baby. I told them sell it. And then I told this person in a nice way, because I'm not mean. I say, look, being in a nice way, if you think somebody holding 5.4% of a supply, of a circulating supply, is a lot, then don't get into crypto, because you know how many VCs own a lot of the cryptos that you like the control? Some of them are 50%, 48% of the supply they own. Why? Because when they do seed fund, like say for instance, they're asking for backers, hey, we're making this project, we need money. You give us 10 million, we'll give you 20 million in our token. See, not many people know that. It happens. And then guess what happens when they say, oh, there's a launch of the token? You don't realize it, but like 38% of the VCs are ready to drop their bag on you because they own it. So I say, if you think 5% is a lot, please don't go into crypto, because there's a lot of projects that VCs and other venture capitalists have their greedy little mitts in them already.
So like what you see here, Meme Lord, when you watch basketball, I see crypto.com. I watch soccer, I see crypto.com. I watch the Super Bowl, I see crypto.com. He watched UFC, I see crypto.com. And so on. Damn, they are capturing the adult's attention market. This is like Inception. Soon, crypto.com will be in the minds of everyone, like it or not. Come on, baby. Come on, family.
You're talking about the exchange, right? Crypto.com.
Correct.
Look at the Dogelon wallet. They own, I think, wallet 1 and 4.
Okay.
I think they own 34.5% in both those wallets combined. I think it's Crypto.com 6 and 5, if I'm not mistaken. That's the wallet name, but in the order, I don't know.
Wallet 1, wallet 6, I mean, they hold 209 trillion. Wallet 3, 54 trillion. They're one of our biggest holders, correct?
Yeah, look at the wallet they're in. So that holders, if you're number one, that means you're the biggest holder, going down all the way to God knows how many. Well, in the ETH chain, I think we have 155,500 and something. If you go up a little more, you could see it. That's another thing. If you guys look, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, nobody's looking at this project. It's a dead project." Look at how many holders we've gotten within like a 5-6 month period. It shows you up there if you click on, like, if you drag your arrow on it, on that, see how it does that? Look at that. How
Wow.
much we've gained. That's one. Two, when you go to Dogelon Mars up there and you see the watch list, it says 1 million on the arrows, on the check, or sorry, on the gold star, that 1 million plus people are watching Dogelon, is on the watch list.
Wow. Wow. That's that's major. That is major. Let's go to it right quick. Dogelon, Mars, baby. As you guys see, 1 million people on the watch list. 1 million. Oh my God. This is huge, man.
And I think Parabolic Paul, smart guy, he was on one of our spaces. Hopefully he joins us that day on the 12th for the Dogelon Mars space we're gonna have with you. He had said that what did he had said? He said something about Dogelon that I didn't even know of, or I think I knew but I forgot. Let me go on my messages. Let me see. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, you good, you good. Shout out to
I got it. I'm sorry, I got it. So he said, I'm sorry, you know how it is. You get into it, you lose your train of thought, and you're like, wait, let me get it. So I got it. On CMC, which CoinMarketCap, he said, I think for a week straight, Dogelon was the most looked up. I don't know if it was coin or meme coin, but the most looked up coin. I think it was like top 5 or 6 out of whatever. It was number 6 or 7, something like that, for most watched. And then for I think a day or a week straight in other countries. I don't know which ones, but he says like in the UE and some other countries that a lot of people were watching Dogelon Mars. So there's been a lot of eyes on us, a lot of eyes, because they know what's coming. They see, just like how we do our research. Well, some of us do, not all of us. When you do your full research, that's what they're doing, but double. So they know something, especially real quick. If you go and look in the Dogelon Telegram, they have a buy bot and it monitors. There's been like $12,000, $49,000 buys, 27,000, 8,000, 9,000. Some guy even sold, I think, 500,000 or 500 million of Kindu, which I didn't even know existed, and switched that over and bought $141,000 worth of Elon. So it's like, come on, he's not going to leave one project for another like that unless he knows something's cooking. Major plays like that, they're not going to dump one project into another one. They're going to go into one that they know is going to be doing better in the next coming bull run, which is 2025. So they know what's coming. They're doing their research.
And again, I'm not trying to cut you off, me and Lord, but I want you guys to understand this. You know, Crypto Brown, I don't dig ride or sorry for anything, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. Meme Lord, I'm gonna be honest with a lot of you guys. Meme Lord, sorry, Meme Lord, I'm sorry I'm gonna have to say this, but he's a whale. Now, most people could be whales if you buy $10,000 worth of Dogelon. Cool. But at the end of the day, we're all whales. We're able to purchase 1 billion tokens because you can't purchase 1 billion Cardano. You can't buy 1 billion tokens of Dogecoin. So where I'm coming from is this. Meme Lord, and I give my credits where credit is due. And he been in the space longer than Crypto Brown. I'm talking about way back, okay? Now, for a investor, again, you don't know who the hell we may be talking to. Meme Lord could be damn Elon Musk, or the hell we don't know. You get what I'm just giving you guys an example that A person put in their hard-earned money, you know, they're not going to throw their money into a mission knowing that it's where he could be throwing money into ICP. And you know he loves ICP. I love ICP. You understand what I'm saying? For him to be able to say, you know what, let me get into this, where that other well who sold Kindu Inu, okay, and he bought how much Dogelon Mars tokens, brother?
Yeah, I don't know how many tokens, but at the time it was $141,000 worth. 141,000. And I said,
Man,
wait, what? So if you go look in the what's good real quick, what's good about the buy bot on Telegram is you can click on the wallet address. It gives it to you. It shows you what the transaction was. If you go into it, you can see where he traded that for Dogelon Mars. And if it was wrapped Elon or wrapped ETH or whatever, that's what's good to learn is click on the buy bot and learn your transactions. You'll learn. That's how I learned. I was like, what are all these numbers? And well, this is all like hippity boppity boo to me. You know, I don't understand it. And then you start learning because I've been doing this 7 years. And I know a lot of people say, well, if you're that good, what are you doing, you know, here? You know, and I always, like I tell Crypto Brown, I'm not here to make money or to ask for money. I'm just here to help people escape that till you escape working till you're 65 and getting taxed. Why, when you can just do this for 5 years and ride every bull run, go through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and hope to retire in 5 years if you put your money in some good projects. That's why I do it, just to help.
and you know what? And he's absolutely correct. Family, I didn't. Dogelon Mars didn't come out in 2020. I didn't miss the ship, but I missed the flight in 2020. Okay, people already went. People who became millionaires in 2020, 2020, really in 2021. At the end of 2020, people became, you know, few people made millions. I say less than 0.001%. But in 2021, there was millionaires minted. And you know what? And the blessed thing that they did, they moved to Bora Bora. They moved to Morocco. They moved to Dubai. In 2021, Dubai said, we accept people who hold crypto. We're not going to tax you. It's a blessing. Family, our rocket, we ain't missing this one. I made sure I got my boarding pass. I got my boarding pass with Dogelon Mars. I'm not missing this. So now, since, you know, the United States say, well, hey, you know, if tokens are made here or whatnot, that we're not going to tax. But we need to see what's really going to happen next year. Are they going to make crypto tax free for digital assets in whole, or only digital assets that was made in the United States? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with you guys though. If not, I don't mind moving to Bora Bora. I don't mind moving to El Salvador. I don't mind moving to Dubai. We can live kings over there. I don't have to cash out none of my assets. I'm using my assets. Why cash them when I could use it? Most people are scared to use their assets because they're like, oh, hell no. You know, I don't want Dogelon Mars to go all the way back to 6 zeros. That was a drought. I'm scared to go through that route. So I might as well cash my whole portfolio and be able to shop that way. Nah, I'm not doing that. This is the switch is about to be flipped. Everything is going mainstream right now. And as you guys see what Tough Puppy says, he says, remember when CZ told Musk that make sure that his Mars coin has utility so we can list it? And I think CZ knew about the burn at the beginning of the year. You're on to something, Tough Puppy. You're on to something. Oh my God, man. This is just going to be crazy.
You know how you know it's going to be crazy?
Talk to him. Talk to him.
When a company like Coinbase, and a lot of people say, oh, they're shifty, they're hiding something. They're publicly traded, so they're on the New York Stock Exchange. That's what I like about them. But if you notice, with Gary Gensler saying he's resigning, and then not getting political, but talking about Trump getting in office, the good thing about it is, give me 1 second.
Okay. Okay.
The good thing about it is he's for like bringing crypto to America. That's what I see him as, right? And that's what they've been looking for. That's why I left America. Nothing against it, but they were trying to charge you in some cities and some states. They charge you like 35%, like how they would do on your taxes. So 35% for short gain tax, meaning if you take it out before the year, 35% in some cities and some states. In some other, and 10% if it's over a year. So that's why a lot of people weren't really in America wanting to get into crypto, because they say, wow, 35 and this is too much. And then all the stranglehold on it, companies went to other countries who were adopting it more than America. But I'll tell you this, I have no proof, but while countries like China and America were putting fear, like bans on crypto, and in America they were putting all these bills and laws on it, they were loading up themselves. They were loading up the bags. So what I'm trying to say is, it's going to go up and down, it's going to go around, but in the end, it's going to get better. And that's the adoption we've been waiting for.
Oh, we've been waiting for this for a long time, but it was sure worth it. But the thing about it is, it's like, man, I don't know if the world, if you're not excited right now, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the amount of information that we just disclosed to you guys, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Once Dogelon Mars start going crazy, you're going to see a lot of videos made about Dogelon Mars. You're going to see a lot of people talking about Dogelon, this. But family, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I might be on live and watch the price go up and seeing all this historic momentum that's happening. But family, hey, this is just the beginning. Scarcity is what Dogelon Mars is aiming for this token. Scarcity. So you don't be surprised, whereas the amount of tokens that you guys see right now, and then after the burn, it's going to keep on going. The great burn is going to, we don't know how much they're going to burn. We don't know. But I know once they do that burn, after that, with all the transactions and people building on Rufus and everything, it's going to get down a lot more lower. The circulating supply is going to be low. So think about what you guys do when you guys are investing into these other assets. This is, and before I go, and the reason why I speak about XRP and ICP, I'm going to speak about ICP and XRP. ICP been around. People were scared to buy the prices where ICP is at because, okay, not a lot of people are able to afford that. But with your holding the amount of time, that the years, and then finally seeing it run, it's going to be game over. That's why people are trying to jump ship right now and buy XRP. Don't get me wrong. I mess with XRP, the Army. I mess with ICP Army. But a lot of people wasn't seeing what the holders were seeing. I've been in the drought. Like what I said, I've seen my portfolio go to 50 grand. 50 grand. You there, Meme Lord? You here?
Yeah, and going real quick to ICP, real quick. Yeah, you know how the charts, I think some of them say 16 or 600 or whatever, and they go, oh, it was that high and it went all the way down. See, this is where I tell people, you didn't do your research. Remember when Solana went down to $14 because FTX was holding, and when all that thing was going on, they still were selling it. Well, guess what? FTX owned a lot of Solana, and this is how they got caught. What they were doing was they were pumping Solana on purpose because they were holding a grip of it. They saw ICP and what it was. I'm not gonna say a Solana killer. I never used killer, but it was gonna give it a run for its money. So FTX says, "Yeah, we'll help you launch it on our site." Boom. they dropped the price on purpose. And if you look, when that happened, Solana was flourishing a little better. So that's why they did that. They manipulated that token by holding holding ICP, but at the same time holding Solana. And it's not a conspiracy theory. Look it up. That's what they did. So basically, they kind of, what's that word I'm trying to look for? Sabotage. They sabotaged the launch of ICP, and that's why people are scared of it, because they saw the price. And technically, that was supposed to be the real price of it. But then when they made it go down to $3.28, that's when a lot of people jumped ship and got scared. I bought a lot, way more. But that's why, do your research. Don't listen to what people say and futters. Go say, let me see why they're doing this. And you'll see an FTX. That's why, real quick, a lot of things crashed. And when FTX went down, Bitcoin went to 16.5, like real quick. It dipped real quick. And then it got bought up because everybody knew it was going that high or that low. So they had buy orders at that price. That, when they put buy orders, it automatically buys for them. So that's why it went to 16.5, and then boom, it went right up. I'll say like hours or a day later, because they were buying up the dip. So what I'm trying to say is FTX caused a really bad storm for people, and it brought a really bad taste in people's mouth with crypto. But people like me, probably, and I could say for Crypto Brown, he's been around, he was buying all that up. He wasn't scared out of the market.
You
So that's
buy
all I'm
it.
saying.
You buy it. That's the thing. You buy it. You buy when it's bloody. You gotta be like Great White in the damn ocean. You have to eat everything up. You gotta be like Mr. Pac-Man. If you're a woman, you're Miss Pac-Man. You eat them up. You eat these dips. Like what I'm saying. I see my portfolio go to 50 grand from $1,200. $1,200. And don't get me wrong. I did not sell. I know most people would go ahead and sell their bags, at that amount of money. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yes, 50,000 for some people, that may be a lot, life-changing. But I mean, think about it. We probably ran through 50 grand like it's nothing. These hands probably ran through $1 million already. But what I'm trying to say is this. When my portfolio went to 50 grand all the way down to $3,000 and then went down to 1,200 and stayed where it's at, I said, you know what? I'm not going nowhere, because I got addicted. I seen my portfolio go up. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Okay, so with this being said, when you guys are into this space and you see the market bloody, that's why I haven't. I'm gonna tell you guys, I haven't been able to accumulate Dogelon Mars because shit tight. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm being real. I ain't got no, tons of cash, but if I do, I'll go ahead and purchase. But this is what I'm trying to say. You stay down till we all come up. You stay down. People who stay down in the XRP community for all those years. See, just like what you said, Meme Lord, with Solana and ICP, when they were holding it, FTX did this. They did that for a reason, because they know those tokens are going to shoot up. When Sam Friedman was in jail, in prison, one of the guards and people asking him, well, what should I invest into? He said Solana. Go buy some Solana. He already knew. The reason why Gary Gensler, Jay Clayton, before Jay Clayton left, they were like, no, we got to wreck this right quick, because we cannot have another parabolic run where people are just making millions again. So they put a cold spell in the crypto market. So with that cold spell, with the SEC heading targeting XRP, saying it's a security, and then ever since Sam Friedman came out, had FTX, and then all of a sudden, all the woodworks, all the politicians was dabbling their hands in FTX, that it crashed. So the assets, digital assets crashed. So like what Memecoin said, it gave a bad taste. So with the trifecta of the SEC and the whole Sam Friedman and everything, it was for people who are in the insider trading. I'm sorry. I'm going to say Nancy Pelosi, all these politicians, they got in. They got in. All of them. All of them. So during from 2021 and to now, they already accumulated their positions. They're not going to speak about no crypto. Only real people like Tom Emmer. Shout out to Tom Emmer. One of the listen, man, I remember Cynthia Loomis. They're like, we have to voice out our opinion. We have to let you guys know crypto is here to stay. But they could yell all they want, but people will be like, oh, my ear closed ever since I heard the SEC. My ears closed ever since I heard the old FTX. It's a scam. It's a scam. I don't want to invest none of my money into internet money. It's fake. I can't hold it, can't touch it. I can't do nothing with it. Family, wake up. Don't let the prices, what you see going right now, fool you. Go ahead, mean Lord.
Real quick, before the stranglehold of Gary Gensler on crypto, he was for Algorand. Go look it up. It's on the computer. He was giving a presentation on Algorand saying this is the future of blockchain technology, because this was way back, I think in 2016 or 17. Go look it up. It's there. You guys go look it up. Sorry. It's there. Just go check it out. So he was saying, oh, it's the future of blockchain technology and of financing, right? Okay. Then what happened? He changed his mind. And to me, I don't get political because I'm neither one side, blue side, left side, right, whatever. I'm in the middle. Where's the money going? You know what I mean? Where is it funneling at? So, anyways, what all these politicians that were against crypto, what they were doing is loading their bags at the same time that they were putting crypto down. Why? I don't have no proof, but it just makes sense. They were probably getting paid by the banks because the banks were looking at how much control they were losing. It's like, oh my God, they're starting to see that really when they have money in this bank, it's not theirs because it belongs to the Federal Reserve. Any crypto you have, it's all yours. You know, nobody could take it from you, not even the government. At this time right now, they can, unless you still, it's a hack, but they can't. So that's why the banks were getting scared. And if you notice, what really scared the heck out of them and what put even more pressure on was, think about it, how they work. When SVB, I think it was Silicon Valley Bank,
Yes.
I think they had all their savings in there, or their 401k, all basically everything that they were investing.
Wiped out.
The bank was investing in bonds, and bonds went down. I mean, they fell hard at that time. What happened? SVB lost all their money. So FDIC, which insures the banks, they came in and they gave only people 250,000. If they had 250,000 or more, if it was less, they lost it. So people were scared. There was called a bank run, because everybody was taking out all their money and they couldn't keep up because they didn't have enough money. So when people heard they closed, they went to go knock on the door, and SVB, the Simi Valley Bank, they called the cops on them and said, hey, they're trying to break in to steal their money that we stole from them. I was like, so that's why to me, I think that's why they were putting the stranglehold. They were loading their bags, causing fear. Because the first thing I hear, because I have students, not that many, 20, I teach them for free. Because, like I said, I've been in here for so long, I'd rather help them. So when I tell them I say, you're going to learn here that it's not anti-government, but it's control of your money and your assets. Because even in a bank, in a 401k, it's truly not your money. If you put it in crypto, it's all your money. But I know you still have to have some save, out in the real world. But for digital currency, I told them, it's going to be the future, especially if I think right now the government sent, if you look up, the government sent 10,000 Bitcoin to a wallet on Coinbase. Remember,
Yes.
they have 210. So I forgot what they were going to do with that. That might be for the reserve. I don't know, but they just moved 10,000 Bitcoins.
Damn, just had it in there. Just had it. Damn. Damn, it's somewhere in there. I got it. But damn, hold on, mean Lord. Hold on. Oh yeah. Bank of America, didn't they have issues this year where people couldn't see their account balances?
Yeah, there was like a little glitch. And real quick, that's why I like ICP. Remember when, what was that thing that went down? I forgot what it was called. Um, oh, you know what I'm talking about, where like no airlines were working. It just like shut down a lot of a lot of businesses. I forgot because it was centralized. That's what ICP does. It makes it decentralized, and that's the whole reason why we're in crypto. Unless the internet goes down 100%, then yeah, there's no crypto. But if you look, because it's decentralized, not owned by one entity, that's why crypto is always on, even when the banks close. You know.
Oh my God, man. It's you see it. You see, like everything that you guys been hearing on this channel and what you hear from Meme Lord, give him a follow on X. Okay? Listen, the great switch is happening. Like what I said, I think I said this in the beginning of the year. Not in the beginning of the year. I think last month, I said, my spider senses are tingling. Tingling. Have you guys been having that? Meme Lord, have you had a feeling that's you have a weird feeling that something's gonna happen next year? Be honest. Before you became who you are, but when you started investing, did you have that feeling? Like I want to know, did you have that feeling in your chest? Was it something like, no, it can't be true? Nah, I don't think it's gonna run up or this and this. Like, what was? Can you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? What I'm trying to say?
Are you trying to say what like got me into crypto, or when I
No.
bought, or how are you trying to say?
When you bought into your digital assets, okay, to be successful, what you are right now, right? You knew it was gonna go, but you didn't know when it was gonna flip. Okay, so was it that year? Was it that year? Whereas you were like the first year you got into crypto, did you seen life changing the year later or that same year?
So what I did was I'll make it. Yeah, I know what you're saying now. So what I did was I took out my 401k and I said, wait, there has to be a better place to put it. So I was looking, I go, what Bitcoin? What's that? I didn't know nothing, to be honest with you. Read about it, read everything before I even put my money in there, right? So I put it in there from my 401k. It was 100,000, but they took like 35, 40% because they're, Uncle Sam always takes something. This was when I was in America. So I took it out and I go, you know what? This sounds like the future because it sounds like it's payments. And and then I said, wait, what is crypto? And I go, so what I looked up, it says it's cryptography, right? Cryptography. That's what it is. A group of computers. Basically, how I tell my students that don't understand it, I go, it's basically a bunch of computers that, well, it's like okay, the transaction is like a puzzle, right? And when you take it out of the box, all the pieces are there. All it is just a bunch of computers putting that puzzle together to confirm the transaction and send it off. And I said, well, that's how I learned. That's how I took it when I read about it. And I said, wow, this is the future. So when I look at any asset that I put my money into, I do my research like 100%. It's kind of like you signing a contract on a house or a car. A lot of people just sign without reading. You're like, hey, you call and you're like, hey, this is wrong with it. Oh, read your contract. It's not included in it. So that's why I do my research on that, on all my projects. And that's why I'm in things like not shielding, like Chainlink, ICP, BTC, of course, Pro, which is Proppy, and Elon, because it hits the AI narrative. Like I said, what's going to happen next year to the RWAs, like real world assets. How is it a real world asset? Because people are going to start using it to buy land, not real land. But to me, that's a real world asset because it also burns and it's deflationary, and that's what a lot of people are invested in crypto for, is deflationary, and where not one entity controls it. So that's why I'm invested in all those other projects. And XRP is a good one too. It's a good
Now,
one.
Now,
real quick. You guys, you've seen it's going up a lot. When you see it dipping a little bit, remember, guys, there's people that've been holding those bags for a long time. This is in any project. If you know they've been holding the bag for a long time and it goes up, they sell. I'm not
yeah.
saying, oh, go buy the dip, but if you know and you know you're charging and you know where it's going, anytime it goes down and you have that extra income, because we don't know everybody's financial situation, put in it. Don't be scared. If you believe in it, you'll know where the price is going.
Now, Meme Lord. Now you know when I'm talking about the subject. Now, did you have a tingle like a feeling, like a weird feeling, like, damn, I'm about to become a multi-millionaire? Like, did you have that's what I'm saying? Did you have that type of feeling before it happened? Before the light the switch flipped? Before you became successful? You get what I'm coming from? Like, before it even
Yeah.
happened, like for instance, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I have this tingling feeling that I didn't have in 2020. But it's like something that it's coming to you, but you don't know it's coming to you. But then you you kind of push it away. But like, could my life change next year? That's what I'm saying. Before you became successful, did that happen? Did you have those type of, what do you call it? Type of feelings, something like that?
When I put into ETH, it was 400, right? And when it went higher, I said, okay, I'm not going to sell nickel. Man, this thing's going to be the future, right? Because at the time, Bitcoin was slow. They needed something faster. So here came ETH. And then you've seen, okay, it's faster. It is a little more expensive, but it is faster. Of course, you're going to have to pay gas fees. And I go, wait, this is the future. So I feel like it's going to hit because it's faster, right? Like I know I keep saying that, but it's faster, 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 faster. And what, as human beings, we want everything faster. We don't want to wait. So I was like, this is the future. I feel it because that's the feeling I got. And the feeling I get for is the same for 2025, just because everything looks so bullish and positive for crypto now. So the same feeling I was getting back in the day for ETH, I'm getting the same feeling for just the whole crypto market in general.
Facts. So family. Now I ain't saying anything, but you heard what Meme Lord said. He got in, he said, this is gonna be the new way of Ethereum, and look what happened. He became successful. So that's why it's a blessing to have you here, to be able to share your success, your story. Everything is a story. See, most people don't have platforms to be able to let people to speak their success, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Meme Lord. When someone sees somebody on CNN, Fox News, or stuff like that, they're like, he was already rich. He was already wealthy. We can't believe that. Do you get what I'm coming from? But with a person that is able to come onto a small channel like this and able to speak to the world and tell them, like, hey, I was in the trenches just like everybody else. But, I took my risk, and Meme Lord took a risk. Now, again, I'm not telling you guys, Meme Lord is not telling you guys to pull all your money out of 401k and put it into crypto. He's not saying that, but he did explain that he took his risk. He did his own research, and he said, forget everybody else. He closed, he locked in, he locked everybody out, and look. So this is what I'm telling you guys. You have to lock in and pay attention. Focus. Don't worry about what this person is saying or how you may feel. It may be your spouse. It may be your mom, maybe your dad, or maybe your best friend who may be looking at you crazy like, I can't believe you're still investing into that damn token or crypto. And then once it blows up, you ain't got to put it in anybody's face. Disappear. That's what you need to do. And the perfect thing, when Meme Lord said he put his 401k, This is what I tell you. When I first got into crypto in 2020, I said this. I'm not giving the government or anybody control over my money. They're taking percentages out of my paycheck that they're going to match my paycheck or the percent that I'm putting into my 401k and let them make millions off of my crumbs. I said crypto is my 401k, whereas I'm able to see millions. They say if you started your 401k when you were 20 years old, you probably still wouldn't see $1 million right now. So this is where things are breaking. This is the reason why the SEC did what it did. This is the reason why FTX got broke out and they found out about the whole thing that they were doing, because they don't want too many millennials to become wealthy. They know that Gen Zers, they are risk takers and they're going to take that risk because they ain't got nothing to lose. For us who have things to lose, mortgage, house, car note, whatever it is, we are kind of hesitant to get into certain assets and take that risk. But for me, I said, you know what? No, I'm taking that risk. That's why I took that risk of seeing my portfolio go from 50 grand all the way down to about the amount I put in. And I kept on accumulating because I build faith. This is what happens. This is what happens in 2020 with the whole COVID-19 situations. People became millionaires because they were buying these shares. A lot of JCPenney's was going out. JCPenney's, Groupon, all these other stuff was falling down in price. They said, oh, that's scary. Don't want to get into those assets. But people who accumulated all those shares that was dropping and held all the way through. Now, don't get me wrong. The reversal split is a bad boy. It's a bad boy if you don't know what you're doing with your money in the stock market. You get what I'm saying? But people became, now I can't say people became millionaires, but they were able to pay their bills and be able to make a quite chunk of change off of that. That's the whole game plan. It was set in front of your face. That was phase one, COVID, the whole the stock market crash, everything. Then after that, they had the whole SEC. That was a whole nother phase two. Let's go ahead and do this. Phase three, FTX collapse. And what we got 2025, all pro crypto senators, all pro crypto president. Now, again, this is not about switching sides of politicians. I want to know, can I become wealthy of whoever became president and what they're pushing for? Because I invested my money into digital assets and I've been holding for all of these damn years and I'm ready and I want my money now.
You know what's crazy about how you said about COVID and 2021 and whatnot is what I did was I said, hey, they're closing down everything. People are going to be stuck at home. So I threw my money into gaming, all my stocks into gaming, and it did good. Yeah, I just held it for like 2 years, right? So then after that, then in 2021, I think when FTX went down, right? I said, okay, now I'm going to load up on 16,500, right? So like you were saying, it is politically driven because anything that happens politically, it affects the market. Why? Because it affects the stock market, and the stock market correlates with also the crypto market. So what happens out in the world, whether if it's this president, that president, Putin, Trump, whatever, it affects the crypto market and the stock market. If it's something, that affects, like, let's say a recession, or and I believe in 2-3 months ago, the ones who do the delivering on the shore,
Yes.
They were doing a strike, and yeah, it made crypto go down, because then it makes, like, everything go back up, and it kind of puts the country on hold, especially for parts for cars and all that stuff. And what do you call it? Going back to politically driven, I like electric cars. I have nothing against them, but a lot of people are saying, "Oh, the Republicans are pushing that on there, and the EV market shot up." Right? I said, "Okay, I know Trump is coming, dude." I sold all my EVs, my EV stocks. Why? because now look at how the market dumped on EVs. A lot of people are, I know this has nothing to do with Dogelon, but it actually does. You have to watch the stock market, guys. You do have to watch the stock market. So if you notice companies like Stellantis, which is like Dodge, I think they own Dodge, Fiat, I forgot, oh, Jeep, all that. They sunk a lot of money into EVs, and Carlos Tavares, I think his name is, the CEO, he resigned because they almost went bankrupt and they were laying off a lot of employees. So before that, I said, you know what, all these companies are going to tank, and a lot of them did because they were pushing EVs on people too much. And what I do like about Trump is, and remember, I'm not whatever colors they are because I don't even know, red or blue, whatever. I'm neither. I look at what's going on. He says it's good that people drive electric, but it's also good that we have gas. So he's like, bro, I'm not telling you what to do. You drive your car and I'll drive my gas one or whatever. So everything, sometimes things are politically driven, but it does affect the market, like I said, because the stock market correlates with the crypto market as well.
Yes, it do. It do. It definitely do. Imagine this. Imagine this when you get your Optimus Prime robot and you say, hey, Optimus, send $500 worth of Dogelon Mars to my daughter in Pennsylvania. She needs it for a college party or something like that. Easy. Quick transaction. Optimus, oh, Dogelon Mars is sent. $500 is sent. Seriously. You could go in your car. There's going to be times whereas your car may have a wallet.
And it's actually possible because there was it's called Zilliqa. It's a gaming company and the metaverse. They were trying to create a system that was Web3. And what it is you play video games on it, and the more you play, it would mine Zilliqa. So it's possible, but you just need you need serious power. But it's possible, and they were trying to do that. So I think that's what's coming next. Is, like I said, gaming, and it's good that Dogelon's in that market. GameFi, and I said, oh, DeFi, like how you were saying earlier, how the banks, DeFi. Remember, also Dogelon's going to be DeFi project as well. So they rather put their money in there and make an APY, which is annual percentage yield instead of an APR.
Yes.
So that's what's good about it. Like the same thing, real quick. If you do on Coinbase, USDC, I think it's 4.7%, and I think if you're Coinbase One, it's like 5.85%. So that's why a lot of people are starting to realize, hey, I can stake on here and get more than what the bank is offering me. Plus, the market goes, not higher, but not on the USDC. But what I'm saying is, you could put it in. Some of them will put it in the market and see where it goes. So that's why the banks are scared too, because they're starting to realize, oh man, they're offering more APY. And if you notice, the banks, there's been a lot of commercials. Oh, come on to us, 5.4 APY or APR, and I'm like, bro, get out of here. They could put that in crypto and make like 10 times their money if they play their cards right and hold it for like 4 to 5 years rather than hold it with them for 5 years and only get 20%.
Remember, the banks want your crypto.
CBDC, after Trump came in, that's a no-go no more. That's what I was scared of. CBDC, it's like, really? And real quick, for people who say the government's not using blockchain technology, that's BS. I have two proofs. One, uh, the government has the $210,000 worth of Bitcoin. They just transferred it. Okay, so that's one. And two, on AVAX Avalanche, the DMV, which is Department of Motor Vehicles, they put, I don't quote me, I look it up if you can, 4.5 to 10 million vehicle registrations on the blockchain because they said it's faster, easier, and more secure. Because they said that they were paying AWS a lot of money to hold it in there, and they feel like it wasn't secure, so they put it on AVAX, and they said, wait, it's easier and faster to access the vehicle registrations and keep them on the blockchain.
2021, and they did that. In 2021, I think they were using that way before that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and Swift. It wasn't secretly, but a lot of people didn't catch it because they were on the XRP. I know, like a lot XRP's been ripping, and everybody was talking about XRP and Swift. But what happened was Swift actually partnered with Chainlink, right? And it's an oracle. It's an oracle. And what's crazy is with ICP, you don't need an oracle to use it, and that's scary because it's like they won't ever put Chainlink out of business. But a lot of oracles, when ICP gets bigger, a lot of oracles are just going to vanish because with ICP you don't need an oracle.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It's our time. Like what I would like me and Lord saying. Like, if you're holding, you're holding. Stay focused because our time is not up yet. we didn't even start. We didn't even start, and I like that. I know most people don't like it, but now they're understanding why we're at 6 zeros. It was a reason. It's a reason why we're at where we at. At any company, any business, when they see what's going on, they're like, okay, hey, you know what? Let's fall back. Let's fall back. It's okay. If the holders come and go, they're going to come and go no matter what. Let's fall back and strategize and make our point clear. Right or wrong, brother?
You're big time right. And real quick, why I had said I want, and this relates to what I'm gonna say to Dogelon, because I want Dogelon to bridge over to AVAX. Why?
Yeah.
If you look it up, AVAX is known for hosting gambling cryptos, meaning like slots and all that. But I'm going to tell you why that's relevant. There's a lot of metaverses building on there, a lot of gaming platforms, a lot of Web3. And like I've been saying is about AVAX 9000, it's finally allowing more projects to build and for cheaper on there, way cheaper, because it was pretty expensive. Now it got cut drastically with the new update. But how that correlates to Dogelon is bridging to that. They'll also bring gamers on there too for, because if you look at it, it's not gambling. It's gambling in a way where, oh, the more you play, the more you earn. And, and, and then China just unbanned crypto. I believe that's true, right? Am I correct on that before I go further?
Correct. And North Korea.
Okay. And if you know, China's known for gambling. There's gamblers there, and I think Asia too, if I'm mistaken, sorry, but I know it's gambling. And with AVAX with being cheaper, and then the unban on crypto over there and on the gambling, it's kind of like the Simpsons when Mr. Burns, they built a casino and everybody went. That's how I feel like it's going to be. They're going to be like, oh my God, AVAX is open and they have gambling on there. So not only can I gamble on there, but I can hide my winnings from my government and from my wife. Joking. Yeah, and that's what's crazy. And it's bad to do this. I don't what do you call it, condone this. But what's crazy about crypto is, say if you own any asset, gold, silver, car, house, whatever, if you owe any alimony, child support or whatever, they take that, but with crypto they can't. And I think
Nope.
that's what the government's waiting for, just how they could tax it and kind of put a levy on it, That's what I think they're waiting for.
I threw my ledger in the ocean. There's no way you're going to be able to get it.
And it's like, no, you can have the ledger, but you can't have the codes. That's in my mind. You're never getting it.
Yep. Simple as that. Simple as that. But yeah, I'm still not going to give him my ledger though, because I still needed to unlock the ledger to transfer my tokens, or buy me another ledger and just say, okay, here you go. Give her a new. Let me stop before I indict myself on this damn YouTube channel. Let me stop. I don't know nothing that you guys are talking about. You get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right. And going back to real quick, why I think Binance hasn't listed Dogelon and what's good about it, talking about gambling and whatever. Most of the meme coins that get on Binance, a lot of people say that got listed on Binance, but not Dogelon. It's good because you know why a lot of them meme coins it's not a rug pull, but mostly it's like Binance wanting to make the money on the fees. But also they probably listed it because they own a little bag too. You know, they talk to these admins or whoever runs the crypto or that project, where they're going to list it on, and they asked for money. That's why Binance hasn't listed us yet, because we're not like that. We're actually trying to get there with utility rather than say, hey, here's some of our coins, list us.
Yes. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. But once again, family, I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in to the live with Meme Lord and Crypto Brown. It's been one hell of a night. One hell of a great. It's the news is totally like, it's groundbreaking. Let's take it back to Dogelon, as you guys see right here. The fire that is in his eyes. And that smirk that he got right there is going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. Yes, we are on the Bitcoin runes, and it's just beginning. So before I go, Meme Lord, do you have anything, closing statements?
Remember what comes with the BTC runes, if it is coming, and this is what's happening with the burn. When they launched the BTC rune protocol, I think like 2-3 months ago, they had it where if you connected your wallet, you were able to get rewards, but it ended. That's what's good about that, is another airdrop is coming with the BTC runes and the burn. Who knows where they're drawing the funds from to do that? Maybe they're drawing liquidity out. I don't know. Or maybe those supporters are donating half of them. Because remember, if they're supporters, they're there to make money as well. So what if they say, hey, we're gonna burn half of this, and maybe that's why Methuselah couldn't do it, because these companies were giving them to burn, and they couldn't burn it because they're a nonprofit. So now they're like, hey, maybe we can burn half of that, which I think would be like 6 million or 12 million. I have to go look at the wallets, but whatever that is, I think they might be burning half of it or quite a bit of it. Maybe. That's my take. I could be wrong.
Up here?
Go down. I think it's the wallets that have. There you go. You see all the wallets, 8 of them. It's 17 through 23. That used to be the Olympus Mons, and people got scared when it switched. Those are the supporters of Elon that were supporting them. My guess is they were going to burn them, but they couldn't. So they locked them up like that in the Olympus Mons, and they said that they were going to access them. So somebody was spreading soft FUD, accidentally soft FUD, where they said, why is Methuselah selling? But they didn't realize that the article was from 2022, I think, or 20 whatever. That's when they said that they were going to access, I think, 0.3% of the funds through 969 years. A play on Methuselah, where he lived to be 969 years. So those tokens is what now the supporters, they got back. If they're supporters, then that means they might be supporting the Great Burn. That's my guess. I'm not saying they are, but that's my guess. Because look at how much money that is. Count it up.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Hey, you guys are tuned in, man. Thank you guys for locking in. If you guys are not locked in, lock into the channel, man, because, hey, we're all going to go up. And I appreciate you, Meme Lord, for locking in. There's going to be a lot more information coming out soon. But other than that, we're out, man.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I'm out. Family.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway.